Okay, next up, what we want to do is make sure that our website is accessible and just completely fine to navigate without using a mouse. So if I hit tab, you're going to see that we have these outlines on top of our... Let me actually go outside of this because we don't need to be in the mobile view. As you can see, if I use the arrows here, I can navigate the website very easily. And if I want to select the anchor tags up here, I can just press tab and that's going to navigate through all of them and all the buttons as well. Now it's kind of hard to see there, and even the inputs, and it's perfectly fine. And I want to make sure that everything that's clickable I can access, and I can hit tab and I can go over them very, very easily. So there we go. And if I hit enter, it's going to take me to that section. All right, so let's go again. Let's go to maybe benefits, hit enter, boom, it's going to take me to that section. So it's very easy to navigate. Okay, so the first step is you make sure you don't want to remove these outlines here because some people are removing these just because they think they don't look that good for some reason, or when they hit this button, as you can see, we still get that outline. And you can do that in CSS with outline none, but I would make sure to keep this because people who cannot use mouses, they're not going to see basically what link they're hovering on top. All right, so they don't, if you remove this, you're not going to see what you are on. The thing you can do, you can style this if you want. So maybe I can add a color white to this or make it a bit more visible. That's totally fine. So you can do that. Now the issues that we're going to be facing here, if we press F12 and let's go to keyboard. All right, and now you're going to see that it's going to say that, hey, focusable element may be missing a focus styling. So what we can do is maybe add a bit more pronunciation on this, that we are on top of this button, and even on the submit button down here. So what we want to do is add a focus. It even tells us, make sure you add a focusable element, a focus styling, my apologies. So what we can do is, let's just go all the way down here. Let's go right above the media queries. And what we can do is add a button, focus. All right. And what we can do is maybe add a background, and we can use the background that we used up here. So let's go to the button up here and grab this background. And what we can do is maybe add more contrast to it, just to make it clear that we are on top of that button. So hover over this and lower the brightness even more and hit save. Now if we take a look, if we tab over this, as you can see it clearly, let me show you if I can do it again, 1, 2, and now when I hit tab, take a look, boom, it makes it way darker. All right, so it knows that we are on top of that button. We can go down further here, boom, boom, and boom. All right, so it's clear that we are on top of that. And what else we can do is actually add a big outline just to make it very, very clear. We can do that by adding a outline style, and we can do solid here. And when we hit save, as you can see now, when we hit tab, we get a clear indication that we are on top of that button with this big white outline. So let's check if we still have that issue. We can go again to check for issues, keyboard, and as you can see, that solved everything for us. There we go. Now we can do that for the anchor tags as well, and the inputs. You can add a outline style, and you can add also an outline color to it. So you can just do outline like this, and as you can see, it also has a width and a color. So you can change it to something like this. Let's see how that looks. All right, that's a bit less visible, to be honest. I would stick with white here. But you can apply that on here, and on the anchor tags as well.